Some shows are safe bets. Big fantasy epics, star-studded sci-fi adaptations. The Umbrella Academy, this was not that. This is a show about a dysfunctional family of adopted super siblings. And of course, they're raised by an eccentric billionaire and are told that they need to save the world. And instead, they just keep breaking it. And somehow, despite Netflix being able to cancel every show after one season or most of the time three, this one got 4 seasons. And just to remind you, Netdays and Netflix have canceled shows with way bigger viewership followings as well. So, how did this weird, messy, wonderful series pull it off? I'll tell you. I'm Sage Patel, and I love all things science fiction and fantasy.
The
I'm
Emperor
also
then just
author of a
gives this
series
riveting
called
speech
Tar that
about
combines
during
a bit of
history.
both,
Of
and you should
course,
check
new
it out
units
below.
are.
Today on Sage and Sorcery, we're going to be discussing the Umbrella Academy, what made it fun, why it was so intriguingly weird, and why the finale wasn't great. From the start, the Umbrella Academy stood itself out because it didn't just embody like this traditional superhero story. It really mocked it. The whole time you weren't exactly thrilled that these were the superheroes you were given into the world, but despite it all, they were delivering genuine stakes the entire time. You got a time traveling assassin in a teenager's body, a vigilante with the body of a gorilla, a woman whose superpowers is lying persuasively, a drugged out medium who communicates with ghosts. It's a bizarre mix that shouldn't work, but the chemistry there, especially between all the cast members, works extremely well. The sibling rivalry makes it addictive because there's just higher stakes are oriented with it, and the fact that they're all adopted from very different backgrounds and obviously very different powers, and what keeps them all together is this very distant and non-existent at times father, makes it all kind of weirdly relatable. It's like the X-Men if Charles Xavier was an emotionally unavailable, almost abusive father, which in a lot of ways is probably more realistic for an eccentric billionaire who's literally acquiring children to then make a super academy to then fight the world for some weird unknown reason besides to kind of market himself as well. But more importantly, the Umbrella Academy isn't afraid to be absurd. Whether it's a full-on dance break in the middle of the apocalypse, a time travel bureaucracy that also has hyper-intelligent goldfish running it behind the scenes, or the fact that one season's big bad is just a time paradox in human form. It's a world where every episode could throw you something completely unexpected, and somehow it still feels grounded. That's because underneath all the chaos, it's really about a broken family trying and often failing to love each other. Here's the thing, the ride to get to the end, fantastic. Season 1 is tight, emotional, and even hilarious. Season 2 expands the world and gives us the 1960s time jump arc that actually, in my opinion, might be the show's peak. Season 3 actually shows chaos on an unbelievable level with alternate timelines and the Sparrow Academy. But the finale, without spoiling too much, it felt rushed. There's fewer episodes. The storyline doesn't really hit the ground running. It's undercooked and oddly not as satisfying. After four wild seasons, it ends with a shrug instead of a bang. Not terrible, but not the send off all the fans hoped for. And here's what shocked me most. Again, Netflix let the Umbrella Academy finish. 4 seasons, a real conclusion, not a last minute axe like other shows have gotten. Maybe it was the passionate fan base. Maybe the production costs were just right. But in an era of streaming heartbreak, there is an anomaly. At its best, the Umbrella Academy is one of the most stylish, ambitious, outrageous shows Netflix has ever done. It balances black comedy, family drama, superhero action, and surrealism, and it really is impossible to predict. It's messy, it's over the top, and when it clicks, it's magic. So should you watch it? Yes. If you're okay with the season finale that ends with more of a, well, that happened, as opposed to, wow, they stuck the landing. Everything before that is a ride worth taking. And if anything else, you'll never look at a talking chimpanzee the same way, right? This is Sage and Sorcery, and the Umbrella Academy is proof that sometimes the weirdest shows are the ones that are worth sticking with, at least for a while.